Today's an exciting video because we get to look at this Tonsen Art Toys Kid Buu, or Adolescent Malevolence. But this figure does have a major issue, and I'm going to show you that today. Now, I ordered mine from Omni, and forever going forward, I will just order from AliExpress, because I should have. And these guys don't reply to emails. It's, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's fine. People use it all the time. Not to crap on a company more than I just did. I did pre-order one of the brand new versions of Trunks. That's on AliExpress. Anyway, Kid Buu. This was available in 2 versions. I got version A. You can get version B. I don't remember what was different. Color? It's, the accessories. Anyway, that's enough talking about stuff. Let's look at this one. Because look. You got Sleepy Kid Buu, you got all these great faceplates, all these hands, and then you got him being a sexy genie. Don't remember that part, doesn't matter. This is the one I ordered, so I better remember it. Let's pop this thing open and take a look at this beautiful looking figure from at least inside the packaging. Maybe it's beautiful on the outside. Just like you. Okay, we got a little bonus hands in this pack that fell out. That's probably part of the exclusive, like this version, the A version. I don't know. But there's 2 layers and a baggie. Let's take this plastic off. I don't even need to say that. I can just do it. Ooh, look at that. My goodness. Now, I hope the quality is great when we take it out of the package, but looking at it in there, this is really good. I love the matte finish. The details are really good. It's not perfect on the plastic around the pants here. It's a little, like I can feel the texture going on here. And I don't know if you can see that, but we'll take a deeper look. So let's just start with all these extra accessories. We've got a left and right of this hand, which is his kind of gesturing to come here and fight me hand. Who here is playing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero? I almost forgot the name of it. And you get this one, which is, oh God, come on. I don't remember anything anymore. Is this how he did Ki Blast? No. What is this one? This is just, whatever. And you got his kind of classic Buu hand, it looks like, with the mitten style that Buu has. That's interesting. Here's your Ki Blast. So you got a left and right of that. Of course, you got to have 2. It'd be silly to just give you 1. And you get this one here, which is a nice fighting stance or another kind of Ki Blast or something, or a blocking hand. Really nice. And you get this one with the peg on it because you can actually attach the effect that's in the box there, which is really nice. I like this. I love when this is kind of the concept that you can just peg the effect into the hand. It just makes it more stable. All right, that's kind of what we were probably all wondering, was in the box or not. So if you watched the anime, probably only in the Japanese version. I mean, there's no way the English version did this. And then I'm sure in the manga it happened. Here is the power effect, which is actually, I figured it would be a little more translucent than this, but it's not, okay? So it's a very solid effect. And then there's 2 pieces going on because you can plug in the hand here, which is acting as like a little ball peg. It is very tight. So if this is your kit and you buy this, it's at home, heat this effect up with some with a hairdryer. Now you get these effects, which are going to attach to the ball. These look pretty good. They're a little bit more translucent. So this is designed in a way that, like, the tip of this thing has a little bit of a cut, like a specific edge, which you would think would be a little easier to line up, but it's not so obvious. It just kind of goes in and then also goes in the other way. So I don't know. This is what it looks like for now, and probably how I'll use it. Let's face it. Anyway, great little effect. Love that. Now, on to our main boy. These faceplates are really good. I mean, they're full sculpts. They're not even faceplates. So we got this one, which is looking really good. Very angry. Nice paint work. Good line work there for the line work. I like this. It's not a perfect mold. Like, you can get these like seam lines and stuff. It's not perfect. However, just looking at it from here, not putting it into the camera, all of this stuff kind of fades away. You don't really see all that stuff. So be a little softer on it during this review. Me and you, don't judge it so hard. It looks great in person, and it'll look great in that B-roll, which will give you a little bit more idea of what it's supposed to look like. This head sculpt, which is maybe my favorite one, just because it's so unique, right? You usually don't get really fun alternate head sculpts with stuff. Like, you might get a couple, but this has some really nice range of faceplates. You got this one, which is pretty crazy looking. His eyes are a little crossed. Love this one. The paintwork is good enough. Again, great in person, it's just a little extreme on camera. And this one, which you kind of have to have, right? This is a little bit more on brand for him with the huge mouth. Looks really good. Nice depth, good coloring. The little genie effect is looking pretty cool. So it seems heavy enough at the base that it should stand up just fine. I don't see this really being an issue of falling over, but we'll find out. Maybe it will. But this is a very nice, solid piece. Good paintwork, good details. On to the main figure. He's got punching hands, or fists as you call those, on by default. He's got this head sculpt, which is nice. I mean, it's a good default face. It very much has his character essence there. Looks like there's going to be a lot of articulation. Again, this plastic is different from your s.h.figuarts stuff. I don't know what they're using here, but some of it is just a little rough, like around the front of the pants here. You can kind of feel it in some places. It just has a very different feel. As far as the details of this guy, beyond like some bad finishes there on the plastic, this looks really, really good. The articulation, I don't know, look at that. Those are some huge gaps, but sometimes that's just the problem. You have to deal with gaps like that from but from the back. Like if he's just standing there from the back, it looks really, really awful. Great from the front, and I'm sure in a dynamic pose, it's gonna look good, and it's gonna be worth that cutout, because who's looking at the back of this guy? But the paint's nice. The addition of the spots here, the holes on his chest worked into the butterfly joints is really nicely done. So let's look at the articulation. Let's see if he's really got what you want out of an s.h.figuarts or third party. So the head has a little bit of tilt. There is some neck articulation in there, it seems. So we'll have to see what the limitation is there, because it seems that it's not great. It looks up just a little bit, nothing crazy. Down is not bad. Maybe we need to loosen this neck up a little bit. Maybe not. I think that might be maxed out. There is a cut around the neck. There's just not really any movement there, which is interesting. So yeah, he can't really look up unless you take advantage of the ab crunch or the torso articulation. These arms do go out, have some nice range there. The butterfly joints look like they should give us some pretty good range with the way the chest moves. Let's see. Oh no. Okay, I think that articulation in the shoulders is good enough. It would be nicer if his arms could cross a little bit more, but that's still pretty good. And then going back, of course, because of that chest, is going to be pretty good. Why I say of course, we don't know until we do it, and it's just fine. So there's a lot of cuts, and they all have just very little movement, which I guess is fine. There's bicep swivel. You have this double jointed elbow, which is perfect. So that's great, especially with that thick gauntlet. Now the hands are going to be limited for sure because of these gauntlet pieces, but it is on a ball peg that is extended. So we'll have fun. We'll have to mess around with that. Body articulation, some really nice side to side movement. He's got some pretty good crunching, and then he leans back really well. A lot of swivel in the upper half, but not so much in the bottom half, even though there's like all those pieces there. But I think, you know, as small and condensed of a figure as he is, I so far, I mean, I'm satisfied with his movement. So perfect splits, kind of standard design here, like what you would expect out of an s.h.figuarts, so it looks pretty good. It got some swivel there, kicks out pretty well. Just a single joint on the knee, so even with all that cutout, look at that, it hits on the pants right there. So I think you can get more, yes. So if you shove it up underneath that piece of plastic, you can get more, but it's really just like a 90 degrees on the knee. And then there's swivel there at the top of the boot, and then the foot has some movement, but because of the design, you know, it's not their fault. It's the design from the animation. And then just a very tiny little bit of toe articulation that is kind of pointless. It's so small. So look, if you are a big fan of Buu and Kid Buu and you've been waiting for s.h.figuarts to make this guy, you might not want to wait. I would say, is this worth picking up? For sure, definitely. And if the price is right, I'll leave a link down in the description to an AliExpress version if I can find it, or whoever's got the best price. How about that? But yes, I would say definitely one worth picking up. It's great. Third-party things like this, you just got to be considerate of some stuff. So the major issue that I'm seeing with this figure really is when you start moving things and giving that ab crunch, look, you're going to scuff up the paint. Look at that. That's real bad. The plastic, I guess, the pink plastic now has these scuff marks on the front of it just from doing this, which is something he should be able to do. So it's just gonna get worse and worse, and I'm sure probably even worse during the posing segment, which is really unfortunate. So if you get this guy, just be careful of that. Really pay attention to what you're doing with the poses. Maybe just have him in some basic pose. But there you have it, folks. If you like this, you wanna see some more Dragon Ball stuff, especially third-party things, then click the top link there. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.